Welcome back to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast, powered by Healthy Steps Nutrition Mentoring. At HSN, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated, which is why we focus on a simple, habit-based approach. We know that helping our clients become the best and healthiest versions of themselves isn't just about what they eat or going to the gym a few hours a week. We have to, as gym owners and coaches, focus on the other 23 hours of the day and look at a holistic approach, addressing stress management, mindset, sleep, support system, lifestyle, and of course, daily movement beyond those few hours a week at the gym. My name is Nicole Aucoin, and I'm the founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, home of CrossFit, HSN, and HSN Mentoring. In this week's podcast, we are going to be taking a deep dive into the MentalFit and Mindset course. Melinda North is our operations director here at HSN, but she also runs the nutrition program at Portside Fitness. And she helped to create the MentalFit and Mindset course. She took it and realized, man, I want to implement this in my gym. She launched a mindset challenge, a mental fit and mindset challenge in her gym. And I wanted to catch up with her to see how it went and also how she's been incorporating some of the skills that she learned in that course into her nutrition coaching practice to better serve her clients. It's a great discussion. I hope you enjoy. We will get to that podcast episode right after this message. Did you know that we partnered with Dr. Christina Migliara to release the one and only Mental Fit and Mindset course for gym owners and coaches? This course teaches fitness coaches and nutrition coaches how to prioritize mental health for themselves, their staff, and their clients. At Healthy Steps Nutrition, we focus on a holistic approach, and mindset and stress management are two key pillars. Dr. Christina Migliara has a unique lens on this subject. She is a mental health expert, has her doctorate in psychology. She is a wealth of knowledge while also a CrossFit trainer and a CrossFit gym owner. She practices what she preaches. She uses Healthy Steps Nutrition at our gym, and it was such a great partnership that we created this course. This course is approved for 7 CrossFit CEUs. You can click the link in the show notes to find out more about it. The course includes online modules, and it also includes a framework to deliver a 12-week individual coaching program, as well as a 28-day challenge. Now, at Healthy Steps Nutrition HSN Mentoring, we've built out 28-day challenges, but this allows you to put a unique spin on it. So maybe you're attracting people who might not necessarily be super interested in signing up for a nutrition challenge, but realize stress management and mindset is a piece of the puzzle they need to work on. Ultimately, our life moves in the direction of our strongest thoughts. And if we're able to help our clients take control of their thoughts and work on their mindset and get these unique skills, it is going to transfer into every aspect of their life. Click the link in the show notes if you want to learn more about the Mental Fit and Mindset course, and we will get to this episode with Melinda North on how she combined nutrition and mindset to deepen the coaching program and experience for her nutrition and wellness clients at Portside. Enjoy. Melinda, welcome to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast. Excited to have you on today.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here and talk about one of my favorite subjects.
Well, you have a unique lens for today's topic because you were actually on the HSN mentoring operations side, putting together the Mental Fit and Mindset course with Dr. Christina Migliara. You created the app video program that has the daily videos with our dietitian team and with Dr. Christina. But you also are a nutrition coach at a gym, and you're like, man, I want to run this challenge at my gym. So I thought it'd be fun to talk about it from a coach's experience. You guys use the challenge to help your community, and you guys just wrapped up everything. Talk to me. How did it go?
Honestly, it was an absolute amazing experience. There were some pretty big things that our members dealt with over the last 28 days. And I couldn't be more thrilled and excited that we were able to be there for them, to provide some structure and routine to help them get through these tough times without feeling alone and lost or confused, or do what most of us do, which is completely negate our health and wellness and just drop the ball on everything. So it overall was an amazing experience. And we had a huge outpouring of people who signed up for it and interest in it. And every single one of them were excited that they did it and super excited about the accountability that was provided over the 28 days as well.
So big picture, the MentalFit, you guys ran a 28-day challenge. This challenge is included for anyone who graduates the MentalFit course. What did it include? What did it look like? And what were some of the extra pieces that were involved, because it wasn't just a regular health and wellness challenge, it was the MentalFit challenge?
Yeah, it was so exciting because it utilizes the holistic framework that we talk about all of the time, but it weaves in some of the mental health hygiene routine, which, if you take the MentalFit course, you learn all about that. And so basically what it is they're focusing on nutrition. They're focusing on daily movement / exercise. And then pieces of the mental health hygiene routine like quiet time, socialization, nature therapy, and making sure that they are also dialing into the MentalFit activities that we have, which are journaling prompts and reflection activities for them to do each and every single week that helps them to get a little bit off of autopilot and a little more into being in tune with themselves and what they want for themselves, and really what they want for themselves now, but in the future as well. So they were really just holistic mind, body, soul, nutrition, fitness, you name it. It was all in there and it was amazing.
So you have the MentalFit and mindset piece. You have the daily movement, you had sleep, you had nutrition. So you had those core pillars. You guys did initial meetings with people and ending meetings with people. Some people continued to work with you for ongoing nutrition coaching or really accountability coaching in this case. Still the kickoff seminars, daily videos in the Healthy Steps Nutrition app. It's interesting because you guys, specifically looking at your gym, and then we'll talk about other gyms, you guys had more people sign up for this challenge than any other challenge you've ever done at Portside. You guys have been partnered with HSN for a long time. Why do you think that was? I have my thoughts, but I want to hear from you first.
So I think that there's a huge need for people to understand how to work on their mental health to be more proactive instead of reactive. I think aside from that huge need that we have within our community, Sarah, the owner, being 100% on board, pulling people aside, we had a team meeting with our coaches. We talked about what the MentalFit reset was. We talked about why it was important for us to lead our members into this MentalFit reset. We role played how to have those conversations with our members. And honestly, just between Sarah and the rest of our coaches, just crushing those conversations, we were able to get so many people signed up. And it was easy for them to talk about because they knew what to say at that point. We role played it. We, answered questions, and we even invited them to participate as well.
Yeah, I think, you guys, Sarah specifically, leading from the top, she sets the example. But I also think even like watching you put out content, like this is something that you guys are so passionate about in regards to empowering health, not just physical health, but mental health. So it was a natural progression that you guys would do some type of group challenge or engagement feature focused around this, because you guys, like, this is a core pillar for you guys that you talk about on such a consistent basis. So people are naturally already associating mindset and mental health help within your scope with you guys. So the natural progression would be sign up for this program.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the quotes that we have on the wall that is probably the most discussed quote in the entire facility from current members, past members, social media is, if you let it, this place will change you. And we fully believe that. And we 100% know that it's more than just fitness, nutrition. It's the holistic framework, which includes mindset.
100%. So you guys had clear communication, you role played in practice, that really got people. You guys had a cap for your challenge, but then you ended up extending, and I think added 10 more people because you had so much interest and didn't want to turn anyone away, which was really cool to be able to see and do. You went through the mental fit and mindset course. You've been doing nutrition coaching for a while. Gyms that have been running HSN for a while, that have done similar challenges, doing something a little bit different, like this type of challenge, is going to engage people who haven't yet done your nutrition coaching program, right? Because, or maybe they did a nutrition challenge a long time ago, but this has a different spin on it. You're not doing the same thing. So this could be a good opportunity. I was talking at a CrossFit summit over the weekend, and it's like challenges are a great way to kickstart a program. It's like a foundations program for your CrossFit gym. How many of you would resend people every single year through your foundations program? No, after they learn the basics, it's always good to go back to the basics, but you're building from there. You're giving personalized cues because they already should have the foundation. And this allows you to get another layer of the foundation and have a level set, prioritizing mental health and mindset.
Absolutely. And, the thing that really stands out is, exactly what you said, getting people to do this that maybe wouldn't have done things in the past. And that's really what we saw. A huge number of our clients who have been with us for 10 years, basically as long as our doors have been open, signing up for this. And I'll be honest with you, these were people who seemed to have zero interest in the nutrition program prior to this. And now they have a really good understanding of what we're about, what we do, what it looks like, how they can integrate it into their lives. And I have a feeling that the conversation within the facility is going to start shifting even further around the nutrition program.
I love that. And you guys have success stories from this challenge that you can use to leverage individual coaching and an individual mindset focus while still giving nutrition support. Since you've been in the course, how have you incorporated some of the mental fit pieces from that course into your coaching program, and what has been the outcome from that?
So 2 clients specifically stand out for me. And they both, for those of you who are nutrition coaches out there, you'll understand this. They have the drive, they have the desire, they have these goals that are important to them, and they really have a powerful and emotional why to go along with it, but they just get stuck. They don't take action, or there's an excuse or something. There's always something that gets in the way, right? And for these 2 particular clients, I started implementing some of the mental fit mindset, just work as well as activities with them. Both of them have seen significant progress, not only with their muscle gain, fat loss, inches drop, clothes are fitting differently, but the biggest change that they've seen is in their mindset. It's, completely shifted to where this one particular client said no coach has ever continued working with her, that they've just quit on her. And in the beginning, it was like, okay, I'm not going to be that coach that quits. And then I was like, okay, did the coaches quit or did she quit on them?
Yeah.
And just by making some of these shifts, by utilizing some of these tools from the Mental Fit course, I literally just got through meeting with one of them right before this. And she said her biggest bright spot over the last month was her shift in mindset yet again. This is what she keeps telling me over and over. She had a really bad accident at work. She completely shattered one of her fingers, which, you need your fingers to cook and to drive and to do all of the things. And she was letting that get in her way. We did a little bit of the mindset work, and she came back today and she's like, that's not going to happen to me again. I've had the biggest shift in mindset that I've had for this entire time. And she was excited about that. And she lit up for the first time. She smiled, we haven't seen a smile on her face since she started. And she's a completely different person. The other client, I always call them like their first name 2.0. You're 2.0 now. And they love that because it's so true. And what I'm seeing with them and with utilizing some of these tools is that they're able to make these changes with their mindset long term that helps all the other pieces of the puzzle just fall into place. So they're able to move forward with their goal. They're able to be excited, for their non-scale victories. I got a picture from one of them, and she was basically telling me how these pants that she bought a year ago finally fit her. And there's actually extra room in there. And before, I remember having a conversation, and keep in mind, this client had already lost 20 pounds of fat, but was very unhappy with her progress. And she would have bought those pants in the past and put them on and had that extra room and still been unhappy with it. But she's celebrating that with me now.
That's awesome. And like that carries over into everything that you do, not just, the work that she's doing with you, but into other life activities and other relationships. So ultimately living a more fulfilled life, which is really awesome.
Absolutely.
Let's go back to the mental fit and mindset challenge. What were some of the biggest takeaways that you saw from that challenge and working with your community?
I'm using the term we, and I'm learning that that's not appropriate, but I'm going to roll with it here. So we are on autopilot, so much so that we don't even realize what needs that we have. We don't realize what we're doing well and where we have room for improvement, because we don't take even a second of our day to reflect and think, where was I at my best? What went well for today? What could I work on improving tomorrow? And by utilizing, there's a week where we had quiet time. And that week had the most impact on all of our participants than any other week, because every single one of them reported, maybe in a surface level way, some of them a little bit deeper, how vital that quiet time was for them and how much they didn't know that they needed it until they did it. The next thing was, we, or at least our community, loves to push things down and not address them. And I think that kind of goes back to my first statement, which is, that we don't take a moment to reflect. We're on autopilot. We're on go, go, go. But we push things down so much so that we don't even recognize that we're feeling a certain way or wanting something, when the need or the desire is so strong. And what I mean by that is, they would all come in and say, I don't have a joy or hobby, or I don't know what the joy or hobby is. But they would also talk about how busy they are and how the quiet time was so necessary for them, that they didn't realize it. And they thought they were doing well with quiet time or with this or that. But after actually taking it seriously for 28 days, that they actually weren't doing as well with these things as they thought they were. And that they need joy and hobby in their life, but they're so far ingrained in their roles of wife, mother, husband, entrepreneur, that they don't even know what they like to do. And that really stands out for me, because what that tells me is we aren't even aware of what we need, because we're too busy focusing on the task or focusing on the person or the next thing or planning the trip or whatever it is, that we don't even realize that we are missing the mark in a lot of areas that are on this mental health hygiene routine that we really need to be incorporating. And I don't think it's possible to do all 7 pillars every single day. That's just crazy for me to think about. So I'm one of these people as well. But I do know that there's a need for it. And every single person in this reset agreed that there is a huge need for this and that they need to find the time. And then we had a discussion about, are we going to find the time or are we going to make the time? And that was a big eye opener, even just to have that discussion with them as well.
You've mentioned a couple of times, like we're so busy, we're on autopilot. And I think a lot of times, especially when you pack your calendar and you have no margin, you don't even give yourself a minute to like experience the thing that you're in. You're so worried about the next thing. And I think we miss out on so many joys of life because we are always trying to do the next thing or accomplish the next thing. And I think for high achievers, it's even tougher, right? Because like we achieve the thing and we're like, all right, cool, on to the next thing versus like, hold on a second. Let's just enjoy this. Let's celebrate this moment together. And then let's move on to the next thing. So yeah, that's interesting. You mentioned something earlier, and I think when people think of mental health, they really think of mental illness, like going and getting mental health help once we're in a struggling spot versus really prioritizing your mental health and your mindset. So you don't get to the point where you're in a severe depression or dealing with some crippling anxiety or something like that. Hey, the research shows that a lot of people struggle with those things, and mental health help does help that. But if we understand how to take care of our body and we equip ourselves with tools, we're more in tune with our feelings and we can feel like, oh, I'm starting to get to a place that is not where I'm going to be. I don't want to go down this road. I need to pause. I need to stop and I need to go back to the basics here.
Honestly, Nicole, even something as simple as sleep.
Yeah.
That was for a lot of our people, the number one most beneficial thing that they prioritize because, in the MentalFit reset, we're focusing on sleep for the entire 28 days. And it's 7+ hours of sleep. And I don't think people realize, at least in this MentalFit reset, and those of you out there who have clients, this is important for you to remember as well, the major impact that sleep has on every other aspect of our lives, our emotional well-being, our mental clarity and focus, our food choices, our gut health, you name it, it is probably being impacted by lack of sleep. And I had one particular client, she said, I have no idea how in the world I was making it in life on 5.5 hours of sleep. She said, I had no clue the impact that this reset would have on me, even in something as simple as making sure that I'm getting enough sleep. So,
yeah,
it's so important to just remember that sometimes being a little more proactive instead of reactive when it comes to our mindset, our mental health and wellness truly does pave the path for the life that you want to lead. If we are prioritizing these things and we are taking, some time to reflect, and I know for some of you guys out there, the thought of reflecting daily is probably overwhelming. That's okay. Maybe just start with a few minutes a couple times a week. That's fine. Coaches and owners, I'm talking to you as well. But taking that time to really be proactive helps us get through all of the things that we typically drop the ball on health and wellness when they occur. Stress at work, maybe something going on in your personal life. For some people, I know specifically like injury, okay, maybe something happened and you've injured yourself somehow. Well, sometimes people will just quit on everything and just, feel bad for themselves. And then it's really hard to get back into the routine. James Clear says in his book, Atomic Habits, that follow the rule of never missing twice. Because when you miss more than twice, you're starting a new habit. And the habit is not doing whatever it is you're trying to incorporate in your routine. And so, I think that there's just so much power and so much value in being proactive. You talked about in one of your webinars that you do for HSM mentoring clients about we are the preventative healthcare solution. Well, this is part of that. Health is mindset and mental health as well. They are one and the same. Dr. Christina talks about that all the time. And making sure that you're taking action and being intentional about taking care of yourself so that way you can take care of others is huge. And I think that's probably the number one thing that these participants were walking away with.
Gosh, so much to unpack there. I think, when Christina was making this course, when we were talking, the three of us, so many conversations about this. This was a year in the making almost. When we're like, okay, who is this course for? What is the outcome that we want of this course? And she said, really, I want people to be able to experience this for themselves, then empower their staff, and then empower the clients. And ultimately, you as the owner need to practice what you preach. And you and Sarah went through the mental fit and mindset course. So it's easy for you guys to talk about it all the time because you understand the power of it. It's easy for your staff to get on board because they see you guys leading the way with this. And clearly it was really easy for your membership to get on board because this wasn't something that you just started talking about overnight. And when you go back to launching any type of new program, it's not a light switch. You don't just turn it on and then like people start running in. Like, you're constantly building up to something where people understand, okay, yep, you are the expert in this area. I can see you practice what you've preached. You built authority in this area. When I think of you, I think of help around this area. And yes, of course, I want you guys to help me.
Absolutely. And this was something that I almost want to say that we were struggling with personally. You and I have had conversations about my mindset around things in the past. And, I think it was just like a big eye opener for us going through this course to realize like, okay, yeah, we do the nutrition thing, we do the fitness thing, but we're missing the boat on all these other areas. And, working on those aspects and prioritizing those aspects, you just naturally want to tell people about it because it's so beneficial and so helpful. And that really opens the door for conversation in our facility that we never would have thought happened before. And, it's something as simple as, the other day, Sarah was coaching a class and she said everyone was grumbling and complaining about how hard the workout was going to be. And she said, so what I'm hearing is you guys are all excited and up for a new challenge, right? And they all immediately knew where she was going with that. And they're like, yes, okay, you're right. And, I'm going to challenge myself. And I like to joke around with them and call it their stretch zone. Like, okay, we're going to stay in our comfort zone or are we going to get in that stretch zone today? And there's just so much like little conversation around that, but also around, getting in your, what we call the stretch zone with your nutrition as well. All of these things work synergistically and you need them all together. If you guys listening out there are just focused on fitness, just focused on nutrition, the next place, honestly, is to go to the MentalFit and start working on mindset because everything has to do with our mindset, the way that we look at everything, the way that we communicate, the way we respond to things. And I think it's important for us to be able to build those mindset skills. Just like I was saying earlier, I had struggled personally with some of that stuff and revisited some of the content in the MentalFit course and realized what those 5 mindset skills were, realized which ones I was lacking and started making sure I was being intentional working towards those. And just having that knowledge for myself makes it even easier for me to bring it to our members because I know they need it just as much as I do, if not more.
I love that. And it's been fun to watch you guys evolve with how you're coaching and how you're integrating this piece of the puzzle. Because I truly do feel you guys are, one of the first leading the way to prioritize this piece of the puzzle in addition to the nutrition and accountability, which has allowed you to impact. And, last weekend at the CrossFit Affiliate Summit, Mike G from CrossFit Health, and he's actually speaking at the Gym Accelerator Summit on the same topic, talked about CrossFit for health and longevity. Basically, like our goal is to get people as healthy as we can in the gym so that they can live their best life out of the gym. And if we are able to give the skills and teach the tools that people need to change their thoughts, I mean, your life moves in the direction of your strongest thoughts. So this is a huge piece of the puzzle when we think about the sickness, wellness, fitness continuum. Okay. Like part of that is our mindset around it, and not just the health markers, but the mental health markers too, which is something Dr. Christina talks about a lot. I want to thank you for all of your hard work in this area. It's been a lot of fun to see what you and Dr. Christina have come up with to really empower coaches. Now, this MentalFit course is approved for CrossFit CEUs. So anyone can get CrossFit CEUs for it. Now, the nutrition coaches are people that are partnered with HSN, have the app programs, an individual coaching program, and a challenge like what we had talked about and you guys used. If people are not a part of HSN mentoring, there are some resources, but not all the videos and all the tools and resources that we have in the HSN app are only for HSN mentoring clients, but you can get access to the course and some tools and resources too. I want to shift gears and talk about something that you've also been working really hard with. We have a new announcement that you were actually leading a breakout session at the Gym Accelerator Summit, all on integration with push press and the new workflows that are made. There are so many, and I didn't even prompt you for this part of the conversation, but I think it's really important for us to talk about part of people prioritizing mental health and nutrition is you guys talking about it consistently. And we know gym owners and coaches don't have enough time to create all the content. We've created it for you, and we give you new content every single month, but we've also created some really cool automations to make it easy for people who are opting in through a nutrition talk or leads or looking to book a discovery call or didn't book a discovery call, for automations within Grow, Push Press Grow. That's available for HSN and Push Press clients. Talk to me a little bit about what you've done there.
Yeah. So as you basically just stated, we wanted to make sure that we were making things as easy as possible for gym owners. I mean, that's really what we do with HSN in general. We basically created the program so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to redo these things. And keeping that in mind while we're building these workflows out, and understanding that for a lot of us, whenever we get these workflows, and you guys potentially are utilizing other systems that are giving workflows and have content done for you, the last thing that you want to do is then go spend countless hours going through these workflows and adjusting based off of what your call to action is, or what your program entails, or whatever information in there may not make sense for you. So while we were building these workflows, we were keeping that in mind. So you can literally make a few adjustments in, I think, maybe 3 or 4 of the workflows. I think there's like a total of 10. Is that right?
There's 9 workflows.
9. Okay, that's close. All right. So out of 9 workflows, I believe there's 3, maybe 4 that you need to go in and make an adjustment to be able to utilize them. And this is so that way you can nurture your leads, not with just fitness, not with just nutrition, with both, and helping them understand how your program works, the philosophy behind the program, and also making sure that you're touching in on, for at least the new member workflow, on the fitness side of things, because it's important for them, to understand like some free help with fitness as well with their new members, right? They may not know like what gym equipment to buy, which is one of the emails in there. And so we have made it so easy and streamlined for you to get access to this, make those few edits, and literally publish it and use it. And together with Push Press, they have also made it easy for you to get these tools onto your website. Right? So you've got the recipe page, you've got the nutrition page, which, all links to these workflows through the forums, and they do all the work for you. I mean, it's like really super easy. And then adding in the lead capture to your website, the beginner's guide to meal prepping. You literally only have to request the lead capture be put on your website. rebrand the PDF if you want to. Technically, you could use the one that's in there if you don't have time initially, but rebrand the PDF to put your logo on there, swap that link out, and boom, you have a lead capture on your website that's going to nurture your leads and talk to them about, what your program looks like, what the philosophy is. Hey, are you ready to take action? Here are the benefits to our program. It's universal. These programs that gyms are offering help with, potentially weight loss, more than likely weight loss, right? Improving your overall health, improving sleep, whether they're focused on nutrition or not. I mean, if people are getting a great workout in, they're consistent with it, it's improving their sleep. And so these are the types of things that we're talking about to make sure that the content is relevant no matter what your gym is offering. And what I love about it is there's so many different ways that we're calling people to action, and we're putting in the PS and we're following along with best practices with emails. So that way you don't have to think about all of that. You want to work with your client. You don't want to go and do research about what subject lines are performing best and what content, reaches people's interest. And should I put a PS and should I not? Should I put a link? Should I not? How many days in between emails or text messages should I do? Like, you guys don't have to do that. We did all of the heavy lifting for you. And I couldn't be more excited about it because, once again, the mission at HSN is to make things as easy as possible for people to help their clients. And this is just another step in that direction that makes it easier to help even leads who you're not currently working with. So you can nurture them long-term. So when they're ready to take action, they're coming to you.
I just got off a call with a gym who asked him if he had nutrition. He's like, I have a nutrition program. I made a sales sheet, but no one ever signs up for it. And no one's enrolled in the nutrition program. I was like, okay, well, how often are you talking about nutrition? Never. Okay. So if people think of your brand and they think of you and they don't think of nutrition, they don't think of accountability, they don't think of the transformations that are happening, they don't see success stories, how do you expect them to go from CrossFit ABC can help me with all of these other things? Because when people think of CrossFit, even though nutrition is the foundation, they don't think of nutrition first. They think of lifting barbells and getting a hard workout in. So you have to be really intentional with getting nutrition information in there. Number one, talk about how you help people solve some problems. Hey, what should I eat before my workout? What should I have after my workout? How much protein should I have? The simple questions, those emails are layered in. So you're giving out some free help. You're giving out healthy recipes. And then when people are ready, they think of you and they sign up for nutrition coaching. If you want more people to sign up for nutrition, go back to the beginning and see what people are seeing. If they don't see nutrition or success stories about nutrition and fitness, they're not going to sign up for a nutrition and fitness program. It's just not going to happen. So you front loaded lots of different funnels or ways people are getting in between nutrition talks, lead capture, old leads, discovery calls, and we've integrated nutrition into all of that, which is really important so that people understand how you can help them, how you can solve that problem. You're going to host a breakout session at the Gym Accelerator Summit, helping to dial in this piece of the puzzle. Now, we did have a question on Facebook right before I jumped on this, like, hey, I'm not a part of Push Press. Can I get these? Yes, you can get them. You're going to have to spend hours building it all out. I don't even want to know how much time you guys spend putting this in to the CRM of Push Press Grow so that it makes it easy for Push Press clients. So yes, they are available for HSN mentoring, but the best part is if you're a part of Push Press, it's already done for you. Push Press is giving a special 30% off the first 4 months of Grow for Gym Accelerator Summit participants, attendees. So if you're attending the Gym Accelerator Summit and you're interested in these workflows and Grow, make sure you give them a contact. I will put their sales page in the show notes for you guys. Melinda, thank you for coming on and sharing all about the MentalFit and Mindset course, all about the workflows. You guys are leading the way. You truly do practice what you preach. Not only what you help gym owners and coaches do, but what you guys are doing with your own personal clients, which is amazing. I absolutely love you and appreciate all of your hard work to push forward the mission and vision here at HSN.
Yeah, it's been great. I will say this for the Push Press, people who want to spend their time utilizing these workflows instead of, kind of just pulling the trigger and working with Push Press Grow. think about your time. How much time, you mentioned it, are you going to spend doing that versus, clicking a button and it all being taken care of for you. So your time is valuable. So just think about that as you're kind of contemplating. But yeah, it's all done for you. And I think it's really awesome. I can't wait to talk more about it at the summit in Nashville.
Cool. Thanks, Melinda. I hope you enjoyed that episode with Melinda. She said some key things at the beginning that I think are really important. Her and Sarah really hyped up this challenge. And as a gym owner, you're the leader of your tribe. So you need to be bought in. Your staff needs to be on board, speaking the same language, and get everyone excited. You guys are the momentum makers. So if you guys are excited, then it's going to get the rest of your staff excited, and then more of your members bought in to the nutrition coaching program. Really cool that she was able to integrate people who didn't necessarily ever take part of her nutrition coaching program, but they knew they needed help with mindset and stress management. I think this challenge was positioned at such a perfect time. She said that quite a few people had some significant losses, divorce. There was a few deaths that happened in this challenge with some of these challenge participants, and the skills that they needed allowed them to cope with some of the things that were going on. So it's amazing how what we're doing in a coaching program inside of our gym will ultimately impact all of the other things that are happening outside of the gym. Don't forget that. All right. I hope you enjoyed that podcast episode. Again, if you are interested in more information about the Mental Fit and Mindset course, click the link in the show notes and you can get access to that. This course is unique because we have an individual coaching option where it's just for individuals. You do not have to be an HSN mentoring client to take this. Although if you want the programs built in the Healthy Steps Nutrition app that we've developed, you do need to be an HSN mentoring client. We also have a group option for this course. Dr. Christina really wanted to be able to empower entire staffs to be mental fit and have the skill set to understand how to prioritize mental health inside of the gym. So we have a group option that's really great for gym owners who are looking to get their entire staff on board. And the cool thing is everyone's going to get those CrossFit CEUs when they graduate the program. So click the link in the show notes to learn both options about that. And don't forget to subscribe. Next week, I'm going to be taking a deep dive into a special podcast episode where we are talking all about employee wellness and partnerships. This is going to be a fun episode to get you thinking about how to empower health outside of the four walls of your gym. So stay tuned, subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. We'll see you back here soon.